anticipation. The twilight fuels the intoxication. No hesitation. I'm giving into this sweet sensation. I've been good, I've been bad, but this moment is all we really have. So when the night is calling, I pick up the phone. A voice is singing sweetly, you don't have to be alone. Come with me. Come with me. I've been good, I've been bad, but this moment is all we really have. So when the night is calling, I pick up the phone. A voice is singing sweetly, you don't have to be alone. Come with me, come with me, come with me.
Hello and welcome to the F Yeah Gaming Podcast. I've goofed.
Oh, you've smoothed out the old
Yeah.
flipping from blurred to not, right?
Maybe, this is what it is, isn't it?
Tis what it
There
is.
you go. Tis what it is. I've got a little problem with the web store situ, but that's fine, I think.
Also, the stream title needs changing.
Have I not done that either? Bruh. So
New.
okay, that's staying as it is. Okay. Also, the stream title. It has its stream title. Oh yeah, still Pokemon. Oops.
We are not playing Pokemon.
Oops.
Can
But
confirm.
you live streamed it last night and it wasn't this. Oh boy.
No, which is weird, right? I wonder if it's picked it up off your OBS rather than off of YouTube.
No, because I didn't change it. OBS. Let's switch that off because that's picking up some funky ass light. What are we doing? We're doing the podcast thing.
We are. We're here to do a podcast.
Podcast.
Very well organized.
Mhm.
We're doing
I
that
mean,
thing
like,
where we talk for a little
everything
while.
was smoothed out at the start. It was just the nitty gritty, so I weren't ready for. You know, the nitty gritty had me tripping.
While you're doing that, I'll fix the Discord link in the bot as well, because Stream Elements is all done through the website, right?
You're.
Cool.
I was done on my
Let's
way there, but
let's just spend the first moment hashing out some.
Yeah, let's some
issues.
admin. Get some admin done up in here.
Yeah, expire after never. Max number of users, no limit.
Yeah.
Generate new link. Let's go.
Boom. Alright. You got that? You got it? Because I changed it. The link should be ready to use because I changed it the other day. I don't know.
It generates a different link depending
Is
on
that-
who's doing it.
That's better. That is better. There we go. Okay, we got it. We there.
Hello, can I?
Hello. Problem is, I don't know if the bot's actually going to change until. Why are you generating? Oh, I see. I don't know if the bot's going to change until we cancel and start again. Because that's how it went last time for him.
Well,
Anyway, welcome to the FEA Gaming
Mate,
Podcast. We do a bit of admin at the start. This is just a regular thing, you know. It's just the way it goes. And then we'll get into the stuff that you're actually here for. When the
correct.
bot's been sorted.
All right, Discord link is updated. Can we not just like kick the bot out and get it to come back in?
Probably. Put user into
Or even let's just try do the fresh command and see.
Yeah, all right.
Christina, yours on the tweet will still work. Yep.
Come on, bot, you can do it. Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it's done.
Yes. Cool.
Perfect. There you
Didn't
go.
that,
Admin.
that needed changing in the link tree as well, Christina said. So I'll do that quickly while I've got it copy and pasted.
Yeah, so we have got plenty to go through this week, seeing as we missed out last week. And the news actually started leaking when we said we weren't going to do a stream,
Yeah.
which was pretty
It
annoying.
was like on the day that
Yeah.
we should have done the podcast is when stuff just the floodgates just basically opened, right?
Yep. So we were busy playing. I don't know what we were playing. We'll get onto that in a minute, I guess. But yeah, people got hold of their PS5s. Well, streamers and YouTubers got PS5
Lucky.
review copies. So there has been an embargo that was lifted slightly, so they could release some information. We're still waiting on more information, but we've got enough to get our teeth into this week.
We got enough to get me all rowdy on Twitter.
Yeah, right. And in real life, such a rowdy man.
A rowdy man.
Rowdy man. You're such a rowdy man. Just trying to find the last few bits of information.
So yeah, we've got quite a few different. There's a few PlayStation topics we can talk about, so we can kind of bundle them under one area.
Yeah. Yep. It depends on how you want to start. Should we start with the?
You take the lead, bud.
All right. So I'm going to start by showing you the. Well, you'll see it when I load it up. It's not going.
All right, Linktree is updated. Hopefully,
It's not.
Discord. Yes.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna do this on YouTube because it's ass on their actual website. It won't
Ooh, Jinxie.
let me go full screen. So there we go.
It's in our DNA.
What are we doing? Is this the trailer?
It is the trailer.
That compels us to know the unknown. To push past every frontier. We want to see what's never been seen. Here, what's never been heard. Feel what's never been felt. There are no limits to where we'll go, to what we'll discover, to what we'll achieve. We are all explorers, and there are new worlds to explore.
Yeah.
So that was the PlayStation Worldwide launch trailer.
Yeah. Nothing crazy in there. I remember last time they had a load of games and there was loads of Easter eggs for their games. They had like Crash Bandicoot symbol in there.
Was that for the PS4?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. It's gone. They've not included anything like that. I don't feel like they have to include anything like that with the way that their sort of marketing campaign has gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a couple of weeks away from it. That's the main thing to come out of it. We are a couple of weeks. Well, we're 3 weeks. We are literally 3 weeks today.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with myself for the whole week that basically the rest of the world get to play the PS5 and I don't.
That still really confused me. I am
a bit butthurt about that.
I'm lost on why that is a thing.
All I can think is that it's a logistics thing because it's like America, Mexico, Canada, all of those, they get theirs on the 12th. It's also like Australia, I think South Korea. So like that area down there also get all of theirs.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it is just a logistics thing because then it's just like Europe and everyone else up the top that has to wait the week.
Seems crazy though, right?
It's crazy because we've been left out.
Yeah. Yeah. We are butthurt about it.
Like, I wonder if all of the stores here will have the console on the 12th.
I would imagine
like,
so.
Ready to go.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't.
No.
But then again, maybe they don't. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
It's just weird. With the like every other console seems to launch like worldwide at the same time. Well, at midnight on the same day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same date. Just seems a bit strange
normally
that they've
the
done
time
it this
is
way.
different, right?
Yeah.
Like normally, like Australia will get it first, and it'll just be the time difference.
It'll
that
follow the
catches
sun.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, it's just this time.
Crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, it's annoying, but what can we do?
A week to try and not look into too much of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you know that Miles Morales is Miles Morales out on release? It is, yeah. Miles Morales out on release. There's
so we have to spend a week avoiding the spoilers.
Yeah, there's a few games that are out on release on the 12th, but obviously, like Valhalla, we'd be able to get it on the 12th. But
yeah,
we can't
play
getting
it.
the PS5 version, so I'm going to have the game with me, but no console to play it.
And no PS4 as well, because by that point I'd have traded mine in. So I'll have this PlayStation 5 game sitting there and just be like...
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm trading mine in yet.
I think I am.
We're not sure what's happening. Who knows?
Why would you keep it? PS4 games backwards compatible. What's the point?
Well, Chrissy hasn't got a PS4 at the minute. So she's going to be using mine for COD Zombies.
Right, okay.
So there are reasons that we're doing it. It's not just...
Well, you should make her buy it from you.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah, to be fair, I did buy her PS4, so...
It's only fair.
I feel like you
if
might
she's going to stop you trading it in, she should just buy it off you for the price you'd get for
the
trading
trade-in value. Yeah. We know that's not going to happen. I feel like with the thing, they've gone around sort of the theme of exploration and stuff. I feel like that might be a nod to how open the games are going to feel in this generation. You've got no loading screens, so it's not going to feel like you're playing a game. You're going to be exploring them real time. There's going to be no or very minimal loading screens. And if there are loading screens, you're not going to notice that it was a loading screen.
No, like the one in the Miles Morales gameplay bit that
through the window.
Yeah, like when I first watched it, I didn't realize it wasn't until I was scrolling through Reddit and I was reading comments and someone was like, "By the way, that was really cool."
Yeah.
I had to go back and watch it, but I agree. I think the whole, I think Sony have designed the PlayStation to look like it's future tech, and I agree with you when you say that like the trailer is geared towards exploration, and like it says on the title of that PlayStation blog, it's all about the human desire to push boundaries, and I think that's what the devs are going to be doing, especially all of the PlayStation first parties.
Yeah.
From what we've heard, even so far, with the little bit of gameplay that people have been allowed to talk about, they're already using all of these new features that come with the PlayStation and the DualSense controller.
Yeah. It's cool. What part of this do you want to go to next? Because obviously there's a few ways that we can take.
I mean, let's.
Should we talk about the controller first? The little sort of Easter egg that they've put into.
I think we should, yeah. So
let me see whether I can.
From certain articles and videos that I've been watching and reading, sorry, it seems like although people are restricted on what they can talk about because of the embargoes, they are heavily focused on the DualSense controller, and the features that people were saying were just going to be gimmicks. It all came into play when they were allowed to jump into Astro's Playroom.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being the free game that comes with the PlayStation, it's treated as if it's like a tutorial as to how the controller works. And apparently right from the outset, you're shown all of these little features in action with the adaptive triggers. Apparently while you're walking, while Astro's walking, you can feel with the haptic feedback, you can feel his little feet just tapping on the bottom of the controller.
That's crazy.
Just little things like that. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that other developers that aren't first-party developers are going to try and use these features.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a shame to let it go to waste, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It seems like quite a unique feature.
Yeah.
It's taken what was annoying, i.e. the vibration, like on vibration on controller I switched off most of the time, if I could.
So a God of War reference there?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Have you seen some of the ones later on as well? There's loads in
no.
it.
So the playthrough that I watched, they just kind of like steamed straight through it rather than having a look around.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The game actually looks pretty fun as well. I think we were talking about this yesterday or the day before. It's very Mario-like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of made me want to play it, which I didn't want to before I watched this.
I'm thinking where I was debating about like what point I was going to buy the console. Was I going to go to midnight launch or was I just going to wait?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm going to get a midnight launch and then I'm just going to play this game when I get home.
Yeah.
I just feel the need to play this game first.
I feel like I'd get too into it.
It just looks so much fun.
It does look really fun.
And all the little Easter eggs and all the little nods towards, previous PlayStation tech.
Yeah.
I just think it's really cool. And the whole thing is set like inside a PlayStation console, isn't it? So I think that's really cool.
I just noticed on the ice walls that you got X, square, triangle, and circles.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're the levels, but they look more like sort of.
I think that's just background,
surrounding,
isn't it?
Yeah. It is very heavily like nodding towards Mario, and I quite like that.
Yeah, it does feel very Odyssey.
Yeah.
There's more symbols there on the floor. But yeah, so from what people have been saying about the controller, the what people have been calling gimmicks aren't gimmicks. They're really good.
Yeah.
And we just hopefully see a lot of games try and do different things with what that controller can do.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you, as you said, you can just feel like the tip tap of the feet on the bottom. That's
Yeah.
crazy in itself.
Yeah, I mean that's enough to kind of immerse you a bit more into the game, right?
Yeah,
Like without even realizing.
yeah.
It's just a subtle background thing that probably helps.
I think this is a nod towards Concrete Genie. I think it was, where you could paint and stuff.
No idea what that is.
Yeah.
Is it like a VR game or something?
I'm not sure if it was. I imagine it probably was. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on the controller and just see how it just feels in gameplay.
Yeah.
Like normally especially FPS games, I'll normally turn off vibrations.
Yeah.
But depending on how it's implemented in certain games, I can't see that happening anymore.
No, it makes it almost a necessity to keep on,
Yeah, definitely.
just to experience it
Yeah.
to the highest capability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely become a fan of this game.
Yeah.
Since
yeah,
I watched
it's
this
got me a
the other day.
lot more hype for it.
Yeah,
And
held
the
on.
fact they've packed it in for free,
Yeah,
and it seems like a pretty well made game. It's not just a tutorial. It is a game, a full
full-blown
fledged game.
Yeah,
It might well be shorter than most games, but it's got everything you need in it. It's the exploration, the Easter eggs, you know.
yeah. Yeah, it's great. I like the look of it. I'm more hyped about this now. Like before, it was like, cool, it's an Astro game. That's fine. But yeah, they've definitely got me hyped for
Yeah.
it by releasing this gameplay.
I wonder how many people, after watching this, are now more excited for this game than they were for Sackboy.
Yeah, so I mean, Sackboy though, if they've got thingy to it, Sackboy could be just on a similar level, really.
Yeah, if they can implement it just as well as it has been on here, which
You've got
I'd
to
be
imagine
surprised
that
if they.
will.
Yeah. like I'd be surprised if they don't.
Yeah.
I think.
They're the
And,
type,
um,
Media
um,
Molecule are the type of company that will explore as much as they can and get as many cool features in as possible. So
And you know that they've had the time to do it as well. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like these guys have been working on these games for years, and they've had this tech. They've probably had this controller for years.
yeah,
So they'll well and truly know the inside and out of the controller and what it
Yeah.
can and can't do.
right. Less of this because I'm going to end up watching the whole thing again.
Yeah, it's like a 16-minute gameplay.
Yeah, so that is Astro's Playroom.
Yep.
Looks cool.
Comes free with the PlayStation, so you
Yeah,
know everyone
I mean-
gets to play it.
There's no reason why you wouldn't play it with it being free, in my eyes.
Mhm.
Um,
I agree.
Now, where is the...
Where's what?
This isn't loading properly. The little fact that you gave me about the controller.
Oh, this, yeah. So
Not only have they got the haptic feedback,
yeah, so the controller and on the console on the inside of the white part has the same texture.
I did think when they were doing the console thing, I thought that it looked rough on the inside, but
Yeah, turns out it wasn't rough. It's textured with lots of little triangles, circles, X's, and squares.
why not?
All over the controller. I think it's like the grip part of the controller, and then it's the inside of the white part of the console.
Mhm.
Are you able to zoom in on that picture anymore? To try and make it visible for anyone that's watching.
Yeah, there you go. That should be enough.
That's crazy though, isn't it?
That's a lot of detail, huh?
Yeah.
Like, and it
Hopefully.
doesn't look like there's any sort of like crossovers or any mold issues or anything.
No, it's just really well done.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
I can only assume that having that kind of texture on the grip part makes the controller more grippy as well, right?
I guess so. Maybe that is their turn on sort of the grip.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what they're going for. That's cool though.
it's one way to do it. Yeah, I really like it.
I like it
Nice
a
little
lot.
subtle detail.
Yeah. So we're getting Astro's
Astro.
Playroom for free.
Yeah, what else are we getting for free?
What else are we getting for free? Well,
Tell me, what else are we getting for free
I'll
on the
tell you
PlayStation
what.
5?
I'll show everyone instead. And
All right.
this is great news because we've been talking about this since we saw it.
Yep.
Weren't willing to pay the £70 that it was rumoured to be.
Nope.
Destruction All Stars, baby.
Destruction All Stars.
Oh man.
Apparently, we're going to be getting some gameplay and a bit more detail very soon as well. So it'll be good to actually see some proper gameplay of it rather than what was quite a hectic trailer, if I remember right.
And it'd be cool if they do come out and say, by the way, it's releasing in February, but we're giving it to you for free because you're waiting for it. If they come out and confirm that, because obviously this is on the Reddit for leaks and rumours, so it's not confirmed, but...
No, I think they've confirmed it now.
Have they?
Yeah, bear with me a sec.
I'm
pretty sure they've confirmed it. It was just that I screenshot it from Reddit. Destruction All Stars delayed.
Let's see.
So I can't see a PlayStation blog, but we will go with The Verge. Can always get good stuff from their articles.
Yeah. Feel free to send it across and then I'll...
Yeah, so if I send you the link to this...
I put it in the podcast discussion because that's where I am. Yeah.
There is a insert of a PlayStation tweet. If you just scroll down a tiny little bit.
Yeah, no worries. Let me minimize this a second.
And also, while you lot are sitting around, take a peep at the merch in the screen. We got merch. Cartman, how's it going, bud? Welcome to the podcast.
There you go. So it was by PlayStation. 2 days ago. Update. Destruction All Stars for PS5 is moving to February as part of PlayStation Plus.
And it will be free for 2 months on PlayStation Plus.
That's good. That's really good.
Yep.
So
and that's exactly what that game needed. I think the...
there is a PlayStation blog for it.
Oh. I'll
click on the link and Destruction All Stars coming to PlayStation Plus in February.
I think they made the right decision here. And the devs probably agree. They get a little bit more time to develop the game.
Yeah.
But also, with a game like that coming out in November, being surrounded by the games that are coming out in November, it would have just been...
It had been lost in the ether.
Yeah. I think this gives it a good chance for the initial launch games to settle in. We get Christmas out of the way, so people will get their Christmas consoles. We get the January sales out of the way. People might get consoles in January. And then just when people are probably wrapping up games like Spider-Man Miles Morales, and they're looking for something new, this game will drop in February, and I think it is going to blow up. For free. Yeah, as long as you've got PlayStation Plus, for free. I think that's huge.
One thing you said to me when we were talking about this, you think it's going to be on the scale of Rocket League and what was the other game you mentioned?
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
Yep.
You think it is?
Yeah.
You think it's got the potential?
Yeah, I think that's what... I think PlayStation agree as well. I think that's why they're doing it, because of how it's worked so well for Rocket League and Fall Guys. I think they're the only 2 games as of yet that have launched on PlayStation Plus. And when they do, they just blow up.
Yeah.
People love a free game, and You know,
Yeah.
as long as it can get people in, especially for 2 months. I can see it. I can see it being very popular for sure.
I mean, we're already looking forward to it, and now that it's free, it's even more so. It's just going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's good. That's good news. That's made my day better, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
But
great news for
speaking of
us.
free games, what else is going to be free on the PS5?
Oh, I don't know. Let me try and find it quick. Is it this one? Is it
It
this
is.
one?
Yes.
Bug Snacks is free
Bugsnax
on
is going to be
release.
free. Yeah, so PlayStation Blog, they've confirmed the PS Plus games of November. PS4 will get Shadow of War and Hollow Knight, which are both cracking games for PS Plus games. And then PlayStation 5 owners are going to get Bugsnax as well.
Yeah.
And that makes me very happy because I really want to play this game.
It's going to be one of them games. I feel like it's going to be kind of like on the level of Animal Crossing, not as popular, but that style of game.
I get the feeling that while I'm going to be playing this, I'm going to be like, I'm going to switch it on and I'm going to be 4 hours later, just like, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm having so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be a bit like Viva Pinata. Did you ever play that?
I didn't.
No. So I watched Chrissy play quite a bit of it. And basically she had a load of pinatas and they could be attacked by certain things. And she basically just looked after them. I've got a feeling it's going to be along them lines mixed with a bit of Animal Crossing, which is cool. Now that it's free, I'll play it. I wasn't fussed about it before. I'll play it now. It's a bit like Astro's Playroom, really.
Yeah, I think Bugsnax has seen a weird transformation because when they first revealed the trailer to it, everyone memed the crap out of it, didn't they? And it was just like, it became a bit of a joke. But then they started giving a bit more information, and then they let people play it. So some gameplay went up, and now that they've announced that it's going to be free, I think people have finally actually looking at this as a good game to play.
Yeah.
And I do think it'll be a good few hours of fun for sure.
So the one interesting thing to me, and it's the one thing that I'm going to pick out from the good news that is we've got Bugsnax and we've got Destruction All Stars. If you look at the time period that Bugsnax is available, it's available from 12th of November, so that's the launch date, up until the 4th of January.
Huh.
Are we going to get? Are we going to get?
Months, right?
Are we going to get a PS5 game as part of PS Plus, one every two months?
Potentially. I guess they couldn't really do them monthly because there's just not really going to be that many PS5 games, is there?
No.
So,
but then surely with the PS Plus games, you can that are for PS4, you can just play on there anyway. It's backwards compatible, right?
So. Yeah, like Shadow of War and Hollow Knight. I'm assuming that you'll be able to play those on the PS5 as well.
Which is cool because I've never played Hollow Knight. So
I've never played Hollow Knight, and I've heard very good things about it.
Yeah, that might be the time that I pick it up.
Yeah, and I'll probably even play Shadow of War as well because
is that the first one or the second one?
That's the second one.
Shadow of Mordor was the first one.
Yeah.
That's good news. Then
Shadow of War is the second.
I didn't actually
the second
play
one's
Shadow.
Better apparently.
Oh, Chrissy said it was worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I heard that it was better, but I don't know.
Oh, who knows?
I
guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah, but one thing to think about with this whole PlayStation Plus, the whole PS5 launch. Consider this, right? You can buy the console for £450.
Yep.
I'm not buying a game with it. Like, obviously I will, but as a scenario, I'm not buying a game with it. I'm just going to buy my console and I'm going to buy a year's worth of PS Plus.
Yep.
So, on the day that I turn my console on and update it, I'm going to get Bugsnax for free. Probably the other two games as well.
Yeah.
But then you're going to get the PS Plus collection on top of it, which has now had some more games added to it.
Yeah.
all from the moment you turn your PS5 on.
And Astro's
For-
Playroom.
Yeah, for the price of the console plus 1 year's PS Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So even for the rest of the
5
year, you're still getting all the other free games that come out every month.
And that's the disc version, don't forget. If you got the digital version, that's
Yeah.
£400 pretty much.
You're paying £400 and you're getting all of, and the games on the PS Plus collection are just unreal.
Yeah.
Just crazy value.
And that brings us
It's-
onto it. So, oh wait, this is the same page.
It's the same
It's
one.
the same page. Yeah. I mean, it's still cool.
Mhm.
It's still cool.
So
Yeah, I haven't got
did I
PS Plus
link
lineup.
the blog that's got the PS collection games in it, or did I
Don't
copy it
think
in?
so. I'm just gonna pop the store back up and have a look. So we've done.
I thought I did because there's been a few games that have been added to it. Is it this one? No. Perhaps I didn't. No, it doesn't look like I did. There's Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
This is just off the top of my head. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Ooh.
You know the big Zombies DLC that they did?
Yeah.
Like the bundle thing? It's
Mhm.
that's been added.
Nice.
And I think there was one more. Let's have a quick look. But I mean, even without those new games being added in, the value is just unreal.
I feel like it's at the bottom of this one, but the page just isn't playing very well.
It just goes in the comments, doesn't it?
Yeah. But like, there's more bits here. Look. It's annoying.
Here we go.
Page
So-
being a butt.
So the list as it stands of PS Plus collection games are Batman Arkham Knight,
Great game.
Battlefield 1, Bloodborne,
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles,
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, so that's the remastered one, which is really cool because now I don't have to buy that game even though I wanted to play it. Days Gone, which people are like 50-50 on that game, but
Which
I'm
one's
willing
that?
to give it Days Gone.
Oh yeah. If it's part of the collection, I'm gonna play it. I didn't pay
Detroit-
money for it, so
Detroit Become Human, one of my favorite games of the year that I've played.
Chrissy
Absolutely.
really enjoyed it as well.
Loved it.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend anyone play that if they haven't already. Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second Son, which is the very first game I ever got on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
The Last Guardian, Last of Us Remastered, Monster Hunter World, which I think is one that we should try out co-op.
I've played Monster Hunter World.
I've never played it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mortal Kombat X or 10 or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Uncharted 4 A Thief's End, which is a really good game, and Until Dawn, which is supposed to be a really good game that I haven't played.
Chrissy played that one as well. She really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things
Yeah.
about that one.
So
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 20 games on the PS Plus collection that you'll get on launch just for buying PS Plus.
crazy.
And then you'll get Bug Snacks and you get Astro's Showroom, Playroom. Even.
Yeah, they've done
Just
some
crazy
good-
value.
They've done some good things. I feel like they've added Bug Snacks and they've added the Battle Destruction Star thingy. I forgot what it's called.
Way to butcher that one.
Yeah, right. Destruction All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what I said. I feel like they've added that to sort of sweeten the PS Plus deal a little bit more because they were full release games that were going to cost £50 up.
I agree.
There's been so much outrage about PlayStation Plus and its offerings, that I feel like they needed to do something to try and get people back on track. I feel like they're
Yeah.
two very strong moves to doing that.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Europe. I
So-
mean, it doesn't rival, like, if you're looking at it as a console war view, it doesn't rival what Xbox can offer, because you can buy an Xbox Series S and then have Game Pass that's got all of the games on there.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of the quality that those games put out that PlayStation are offering, you just can't complain with that value.
Not at all. It's it's a good offering for sure.
Mhm.
A very good offering.
Are we done with PlayStation stuff?
I
I think we are, right?
think so, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Sure. No, we're not. So Last of Us Part 2 remastered as well is going to be day one on the PS5.
Yeah.
That is going to be nutty, and
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised it's remastered already.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like there's different definitions of remastered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me, a remaster is when you take a game that's from PlayStation 2 and you bring it up to the graphics that we're playing now. That's a remaster.
Yeah.
All they've done here is they've probably just added ray tracing, which is obviously like a complex thing in itself.
Yeah.
But they've added ray tracing and then just made the load times a bit less, probably.
And they've added a load of the DualSense stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which would be cool when you're coming against clickers and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good. If it's a shame that they didn't say they were going to do this so early, because I think a lot of people wouldn't have got it for the PS4 perhaps, and then they would have just bought it for this to play the enhanced version of it.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad that I only played through once on Part 2.
Yeah.
I planned on going through it again anyway.
Okay.
And I done the last one on hard, so I've done it on the difficult, sort of a higher difficulty setting anyway.
Yeah.
I did plan on playing it again, and I get it for free because I've already got the game still.
Upgrade?
Free upgrade, yeah. All of these upgrades will be free for our current owners.
Nice. Okay,
so
then.
I've got that to play on launch again, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the ray tracing on it for sure.
Oh yeah, that game was pretty like anyway, right?
Really pretty, really pretty. It's cool.
Do I have to do a puddle review of The Last of Us Part 2? Question mark.
Oh, there are some pretty wet puddles in there. To be fair,
Yeah, it gets rainy in some points, right?
I think the PS5 is going to be the generation of puddle reviews, bud. I think we're going to have to do it. Yeah,
100%. I've already confirmed it on Twitter.
Should we do
I'm doing puddle review videos.
I'll do Skyblock, like the sky textures and stuff, and you can do the puddle reviews.
Yeah.
And then all right, that's a plan. Watch this space. First puddle review coming in a little over 3 weeks when I'm halfway through Last of Us Part 2 on PS5. Oh, 1 second. I'm already doing it, perhaps.
Yeah, so for anyone that hasn't seen or heard from previous podcasts, whenever I'm looking at trailers, for some reason the puddles stand out to me. So I'm going to be using that opportunity to come up with a new video concept, and I'm thinking I might make them just short review videos that I can throw onto TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and that stuff, rather than like proper review videos that I can put onto YouTube. But for anyone listening here, stay tuned for that, because there will be puddle reviews.
I mean,
there's going to be a series.
So the thing is, we could do like a normal review on what we think, and add
definitely.
the puddle review as a little
as part of
it, side thing, like
Yeah.
what did we think
And
of the
then
Skyblock? What did we think of the graphics in general? What did we think of the puddles?
But
And just finish it on the puddles.
Personally, I can see something like just puddle reviews blowing up
Yeah.
just because of how ridiculous it is. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, stay tuned, guys. There will be puddle reviews.
There will be puddle reviews.
Of any
We're still
next-gen game.
we're still not done with PlayStation, by the way. Oh no,
No, we're not.
we got more.
We do.
Look at that unit.
What an absolute unit, right?
That is
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Do you know what? The thing that gets me, right? You look at the difference between the two Xboxes. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of size difference there.
No, but I do think the Series S is thinner. You just can't see it in that picture.
Right, okay. Oh, no,
not
you
by
can.
much.
Look in the reflections, you can see it.
In the reflections.
In the reflections on the table. Look.
Yeah,
Like, that is literally the edge of the console.
yeah. Whereas
along there.
it looks like the X is possibly twice the thickness, right?
Is the X like wonky? Is that wonky or is that my eye?
I think it's just the image.
Ugh.
What strikes me though, and people might think that I say it because I'm biased and I
You
heart
are.
PlayStation, but can you really deny with this picture? Can you really deny that the PS5 just looks better than the Series X? Like, what would I want sat on my desk or next to my TV downstairs or whatever? The Series X is like it's just a black box. Yeah,
Did you see? Now I haven't actually got this ready, but did you see Snoop Dogg has an Xbox Series X fridge?
yeah. Yeah, they gave it to him for his birthday, didn't they?
Yeah, that is superb. Let me see whether I can find
then
it. Look.
In the video where he's showing it off, he opens it up and there's a cake that's an Xbox Series X inside it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've fully embraced the meme with that one, right?
Yeah, so they've actually released a whole trailer for it as well.
It even comes in a box. Do you think they retail this? Would you buy an Xbox Series X fridge?
I mean, it looks like it should function as a fridge, so yeah.
It's
why
even
not?
got a 1 terabyte SSD in it. It's a good fridge.
And 120
Okay.
frames per second. Look.
Yeah. Crazy.
Thing is, though, right? If it's 4K 120 FPS, the monitors that are 4K 120 hertz are very expensive.
Yeah. And that's where that becomes a problem because you've got to imagine that the percentage of people that play consoles, casual gamers, make up the bigger percentage, right? The people that don't really understand FPS all that well,
Yeah.
or hertz, they might know 120 FPS is good, but what they might not realize is that you need a 120 hertz monitor to even get it to work.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Oh boy.
That is fantastic.
If I get an Xbox this year, this is the only Xbox I'm getting.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Like,
I'll tell you what, if they did it in a mini fridge, I would have considered getting it.
look at it.
I don't know about the green light, though. That is pretty cool, though. A little nod to Assassin's Creed there.
Yeah.
The one thing, actually, that I was reminded of a second ago when it was showing the top of the fridge that upsets me a little bit about the design of the Series X is the grill that's on the top of it.
Yeah.
It's got like that green, what is supposed to look like a green light, but it's not a light. They've just painted the inside of the vent holes
Wait, have they?
Yeah, it's not a light on the top.
I
It's
didn't
just
actually
painted.
know that.
Whereas they could have just spent like 20p per console to put an LED in there.
Yeah.
That when you turned the console on, it lit up green from the top. I don't know. I
So
feel like they
there's
cheaped out unnecessarily with that bit.
there's no lighting on there at all, apart from the X
Apart from the
symbol.
the logo, yeah.
Huh. I mean, obviously
Uh,
LEDs don't mean everything, but I thought it was lit up. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
just painted.
No,
Hmm.
it is painted. But yeah, just looking at them side by side, I'd much rather be having the PS5 on my desk or TV stand or anything,
Yeah.
despite the size of the absolute behemoth.
It's just a unit, and look at it. It's an animal. Like,
Oh god, I hope it's quiet because if that thing becomes loud, it's gonna be loud.
right, you'll get done for noise pollution.
Yeah.
God. So on to our next little bit of news, and it is with a heavy heart that they have had to delay Cyberpunk. We were talking
Yeah.
about this the other day. I'm not upset by it. As long as they are spending the time wisely, and it's going to be clean when it comes out.
Yeah. My issue is that if delaying the game was still an option, why didn't they do that instead of pushing their workers into 6-day work weeks
Yeah.
that they promised they wouldn't do? And at what point do they just release the game? Like, just get it out there. It's probably this game, as it stands right now, if they were to give us a disc and we were to stick it into the console, would probably be way more polished than like 85% of any game that releases now.
Yeah.
But
So
I just feel like they're being pedantic about it now, you know?
there's
But
obviously something in there that they are not happy with, or that is just game breaking.
Yeah, so from what I've heard is that the problem falls down to the current gen consoles. So apparently the game works fine on next gen and PC, but it's getting it to work properly on current gen for some reason. But the thing I find weird about that is that this game was announced 7 years ago, and it was supposed to come out in April originally.
Yeah.
Which is 7 months before 7 months before the new consoles were due to come out. So
Yeah.
this game was going to be a current gen game. Yet it's current gen that's holding it back.
The only thing I can think is obviously they've put in there that even though they went gold, it can be completed. It's got content in it, but they're just not happy with the quality of it.
Yeah.
They've said there that even though the game's done, it's gone gold, they're making improvements via a day zero patch.
Yeah.
It must need for them to push it back another 3 weeks. It must need a lot of work doing in that patch.
Yeah.
It must there must be something that's just breaking it and just not working. I mean, is it the fact that it's on Stadia, current gen?
It's on too many consoles. They're having to optimize it for too many consoles.
So at this point, surely you just cut it and you just say, right, it's going to be out on PS5, Series S, Series X, PC.
Yep.
And it will come to the other consoles when we've got a working,
when we can fix it,
non-game breaking problems.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you're going to enjoy the game to the max, you're going to want to play it on next gen console and PC.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, it's an ambitious game, so it's going to play better on the next gen consoles anyway because they can perform better, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think they should do or should have done, but I guess they couldn't. So, but like my main frustration from this announcement, I'm more frustrated on behalf of the people that work for CD Projekt Red, because it's got to be annoying to be forced into these 6-day work weeks, and then despite that, it then gets extended for another 3 weeks. Is that another 3 weeks of 6-day work weeks as well?
Who knows?
And apparently, I mean, it's all hearsay, but I can't remember. I think it was Jeff Keighley or someone said that the developers that are working on this game didn't find out about this delay until this tweet went out.
Really?
They tweeted this out and emailed everyone internally at the same time. So apparently, even the devs didn't know that it was getting delayed.
Wow.
So things are looking funky in
Project
CDPR land. Yeah.
Red.
I mean, the start of the year, you couldn't have said anything wrong about them, right? Everyone thought the sun shined out of their ass.
Yeah.
And it's quickly starting to crumble away a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Do you think this is... Obviously, the developers weren't aware. Do you think they were happy with it and happy to ship it? And the studio heads have gone, nope. And that's it? Do you think the studio heads have just stepped in? Or someone at Microsoft or Sony have gone, well, no, that's not kind of how we want it. You're going to need to add this, or...
I don't know. Perhaps no one thought it was ready to go, but maybe they just thought it was going to ship, and that's that. They were just going to patch it on the fly, like
thing is,
most
though,
developers do nowadays.
With the stuff that they've released and the hype that it's grown, it would have shipped.
Yeah.
It would have shipped a lot, regardless of whether there are any glitches in it or any sort of bugs. They are stuff that they could have ironed out afterwards. And you don't get a game now and expect it to be fixed. I mean, you look at COD, how many patches have they had since release?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sad state of affairs when it's normalized that games are getting shipped that are not finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, this game is probably way more optimized and way more finished than the majority of games that release nowadays anyway.
It's that everyone knows what happened with No Man's Sky, right? It was so widely reported on, and everyone knew that game was not ready. It just wasn't ready. And it's taken them what? How long's No Man's Sky been out now? 3-4 years?
Yeah, I'd probably say 4 years.
It's taken them this long to get it to a point where they are happy with it, that they've started to work on a new game.
Yep.
Like, if people want to play this type of game, they'll play it through the bugs. When you release a big update and say, hey, look, we've fixed some major issues here, they're going to come back and play it again. And, I mean, look at Red Dead. Red Dead's still got a huge following and loads of people still play it, no matter how bad the multiplayer and how many hackers there are and stuff in it. They still play the game for what it is. It's disappointing, but I understand why they're doing it, but I'm also pissed off that they're doing it, you know. I'm sort of in limbo with what they're doing. Honestly.
I just hope that they spend the 21 days wisely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one 100%.
And I think if this game delays again into next year, that's when they'll start seeing a bit more of an uproar. But on the plus side, I guess it means that there's one less major game that we wanted to play that we have to play in November.
Oh, yeah, true.
So at least we can play through Miles Morales and Assassin's Creed. And like at least we don't have to worry about Cyberpunk for another 3 weeks.
We've got time to get through some other games. Maybe that's really what it is. Maybe they looked at the release date and went, "There's quite a few games coming out there. Maybe we should delay it."
Yeah,
that could potentially be the other thing. Maybe they've got the patch ready to go. Maybe this is them paying back their devs for making them work them six days. Maybe they're paying them back and saying, right, we're going to say that you're busy, but actually we're giving you this time time back because of what you've done. We're really
Yeah.
impressed with what you've done with the game. Enjoy yourselves. Don't leak it. If you leak it, you're out. You know, like
Maybe.
it could potentially be that, but who knows? Really,
Mhm.
there's a bigger force at work behind it than just the devs.
Yeah.
And
So let's just
that's
hope
been
that
made
they
clear.
use the time wisely and
Yeah.
they
They
get
do
the game
polish
in
it.
a good state.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you imagine though if there is a lot that needs to be fixed, how big the download is going to be for the patch?
Oh boy. Yeah. It's going to be a
Rough.
killer.
It is. It is. On to I put that up too soon. The next one. Another delay.
Another delay.
Yeah, I think this is the last delay we've got.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So Far Cry 6.
Yeah. The thing with this one, it kind of came out of nowhere. No one's really been talking about Far Cry 6 because they just came out with a trailer which looked cool and they said it's going to be next year. So people are happy to just put that on the back burner because there's other stuff coming out sooner.
Yeah.
But the thing that puzzled me about this is that they don't really say why. And it says, we want to let you know that we've been given more time
Yeah.
to allow us to make this game you aspire to play. Like, the fact that they've said we've been given more time, just, I don't know, it just feels weird.
Don't you think all of these delays and stuff, it all feels like it's Microsoft and or Sony or whoever it might be saying, look, we need this game out at this time. It's the same thing as what rumoured to happen with No Man's Sky as well. No Man's Sky was forced by Sony to release at the window that they said it would release at.
Right.
And that's why it was so broken and not ready at all. Do you feel like the console, sort of Microsoft and Sony, do you think that they're sort of using their weight to sort of push these developers into decisions and changing things, or
I don't really know. I mean, as far as Far Cry 6, I don't think so with them. Because if I remember rightly, Far Cry 6 is Ubisoft, right? The Far Cry games are.
yeah,
So I feel like Ubisoft is a big enough part of the ecosystem to not be pushed around. So I don't think in that case, definitely with some games for sure, more so like the little indies or the just the smaller games in general. But like Chrissy said, it's becoming more normalized now for games to be delayed.
yeah,
I feel like perhaps the console manufacturers are tired of these games shipping broken and they'd rather them spend the time on it.
yeah,
Like, if you want the time, take the time and just make the game a good product when it does release, is what I'm thinking they're thinking when they do it.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know though, because you've got deals obviously going on with different developers and stuff. I mean, we saw Microsoft take on Bethesda only last month now. Ubisoft have got enough that they don't need any extra money, I feel. It seems like
Yeah.
every game that Ubisoft ships, they've got their core sort of fans who enjoy that type of game.
Me.
Will spend the money regardless of whether the game's broken or repetitive or anything. And they
Yep.
make enough money that it doesn't matter whether they
Yep.
delay it an extra little time.
I agree.
It's the frustrating thing with Far Cry 6 is that did we even have a release date to start with?
I don't think we did. Like I said to you earlier, I think Far Cry 6 was just a spring 2021. Well, no, actually, no, it did. It was February, wasn't it?
Was it February?
I'm sure it was. Far Cry 6 release date. Let's have a look. Yeah, 18th of Feb.
Mm.
So it
So
did
they've
have a
pushed it
release
back.
date.
I
And the
don't
thing
know
is, they're not saying how long they're delaying it for either.
But the thing
It's
is, people haven't been crying about Far Cry, have they? There's not been
No.
any hype around it Far Cry is Far Cry.
It has its loyal fan base, right? It's one of those games that's like a bit of a cult classic.
Yeah, you know what you're
Yeah.
getting when you play a Far Cry game.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think is that they're trying to change it up a bit, and they're trying to figure out a way to do that.
Mhm.
Or maybe it's just to get a bit of publicity around it. So, oh no, Far Cry 6 been delayed, and they go, oh, it's actually
Yeah.
we've managed to get our
People are
thingy
like, oh
back
yeah,
on
Far
track.
Cry 6 was a thing.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be a game that came to my mind at all.
No. No.
Until you mentioned it before the podcast, it was genuinely like that. It's like, oh yeah, they're bringing out Far
Yeah.
Cry 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one for them to announce now. I think so. They've done it
Yeah.
4 months before release, 3.5
Mhm.
months before release.
I can see this becoming a like a August September release
Yeah.
next year. But I mean, again, Chris makes a good point in that like people easily forget that we are in the middle of a pandemic. So all of these developers, I'd imagine, are having their employees work from home.
Yeah.
And it's quite obvious that if you're working from home, your work production in general is going to be a bit less than if you were in the office. And even I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
So obviously it's way easier when you're in the office to be able to get more work done in more efficiently because you can collaborate with people a lot easier. So
Yeah.
obviously things are going to slow down, which is fair enough.
hmm
I just think how some of the people are handling the delays, or even they're just trying to set expectations too high too soon,
Yeah.
and kind of regretting it later on.
They're building the hype train way too early, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Far Cry 6 delayed.
Although I'm looking forward to play it though. I will buy it.
And there comes the Ubisoft. Fair
Hi
enough.
Ubisoft, I'll buy it.
Hello, I'll be your friend. So they're the two cancellations that we know of. This is one that I wanted to show because this game just looks better and better every time I see it. So there's not really any particular thing or reason that I'm showing it.
Hi everyone,
Gameplay
I'm
Tribes of
overview.
from
Midgard.
Northville. I'm excited to show you a closer look at our upcoming game, Tribes of Midgard, coming to the PlayStation 5 in 2021.
Can't fucking wait.
Tribes of
Yeah.
Midgard is a co-op survival action RPG game.
It's up to 10 co-op as well,
designed
10
in a
players.
Yeah.
beautiful world
Yeah.
bursting with life.
It's nutty.
We can't wait for you to discover it.
If any of
Keeping the seed
you,
of Yggdrasil alive is
I'll
the
watch
key
it
to your
first, then
survival.
I'll.
Every night, hell things emerge from the wilds and attack your village, threatening the seed. These attacks grow more challenging as Ragnarok, the end of the world, draws closer. Create your own Viking to defend against Ragnarok, or form a tribe of up to 10 players to take on the end of the world together. When you explore, you gather resources that you'll use to craft everything from weapons and armor to potions and your village's defenses. You can even open up new areas of the map by constructing ramps and bridges. You can deconstruct in a pinch too. Each world is procedurally
Love that.
generated, so you'll always find something new to do. Midgard is a rough and tumble place. You always have to be ready to fight. You'll level up as you gain experience, earning new abilities to take on even tougher foes. Your enemies drop souls that you feed to the seed of Yggdrasil. That's right. The tree drinks souls. But of all the challenges you'll face, we've saved the best and the biggest for last.
Oh my god.
You never know
Yep.
when a giant will attack your village. You're no match if you're unprepared. But if you've spent your time wisely, accumulated gear, and built up your defenses, you've got a shot. Though, you might want to call a few friends, just to be safe. When giant giant scroll,
Absolute
they
unit.
drop a bunch of rare loot, including the ingredients you'll need to make the most powerful items in the game.
Some of these armor sets look
But
sick.
that was just the first
Yeah.
step.
Look at that. Oh,
I hope you've enjoyed your visit to Midgard. We'll have way more to show you as 2021 approaches. Thanks for watching.
yeah. That if anyone is looking and you like the look of that game, I highly recommend joining their Discord. Their community is just amazing. Like they got mods in there that reply to you all day. There's a mod about nearly all day. The devs, you can openly ask the devs questions and they reply within. I've had them reply within sort of 5-10 minutes to me, just questions that I've asked. It's a really cool community to be a part of, and I still can't wait to play it. Yeah,
And
it looks
if-
insane.
If the devs are watching, then we would love some review copies of the game when we can get review copies
Wow.
of the game. And if you want to join us on the podcast, please do,
Yeah,
because we want to talk games.
especially this game.
but-
This game is looking
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, I mean, we've been fans of this game for a while now, right? We
Yeah.
unfortunately missed out when they did the beta of it.
Hmm.
We got in a bit late, but we are definitely looking forward to getting our hands on it. If I
Yeah.
have to buy it, I'll buy it. I don't care. I'll buy it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One question I did ask, because obviously it's come to PS5 and PC. I asked around sort of cross save, cross play.
Yeah.
They're still unsure. They've got. I mean, like they will happily answer any question that you put to them in Discord. Whether they can give you the answer or not is obviously depends on what you're asking.
Yeah.
Don't mention a beta though. I mentioned a beta and almost got banned. So
Really?
no, the mod was joking, but he was like, "Grab me my hammer," and there was a picture of Thor grabbing his hammer. I was like, "Oh, sorry." They're really cool. Go and join their Discord. I'll try and link it below or somewhere.
Yeah.
Really cool community. Yeah, this game is looking better every time they bring something out. It's looking better and better.
And I did. I tweeted them from the FEA Twitter today, and I asked them if the PS5 version is going to utilize any of the DualSense features,
Yeah.
and I don't think they've replied yet, but they will.
Oh,
They
yeah.
always reply. It just takes a bit of time sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. They're so interactive, and I mean, I
Yeah.
could have asked it in the Discord, really.
That's all right.
But yeah, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. I'm really looking forward to that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's still high up on my agenda.
Yeah.
Really high up on my agenda. So we're gonna go from games, and we're gonna change it up a little bit. I mean, it's still related to games, so I'm just gonna play this.
It's a very short one,
It is a very short one.
but it makes me so happy. Oh, and the eagle.
Yeah, thought it was playing again. It's fun. What do you think?
I am mucho happy about this one.
Yeah?
I just love Assassin's Creed, and I think Netflix can do it justice.
I hope so.
With the Netflix are never shy on spending money on TV shows and films, right?
Yeah.
So I think they'll do it justice. To be honest with you, though, I still haven't seen the film.
Oh, do you
This
know
tweet
what?
reminded me of the film, and I thought I still haven't seen it. I need to
As
watch
much that film got panned, like people didn't
it.
like
It
it.
really did, yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
again, this is what we spoke about before. I go into a film to enjoy the film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go in to pick holes in. Oh, that's not right. Oh, Tyre shouldn't be there. He should be placed there. That's what happened. Just go in, enjoy the film.
He wasn't that age on that year.
This isn't right. That's not the Eden apple. You know, like Just go in, enjoy the film. If you go in not expecting too much, you'll come out thinking, that was a pretty good film.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I will
I
watch
enjoyed it.
it.
I really
But-
enjoyed it.
The reason I mention the film is because we don't know whether this show is going to tie into it or not.
Yeah. I hope
Literally,
it does.
all we know is that logo there.
Who was it that played in the film? It was
Michael Fassbender.
yeah. If he's in this series, it's going to be good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He is.
Yeah, I've got kind of high hopes for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it whether it's complete rubbish or not. Anyway, to be fair,
Yeah.
because it's Assassin's Creed,
Mhm.
and I like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Haven't we got? When have we? Witcher's Netflix as well, right?
Yes,
That's soon, ish.
I think wasn't it December? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
soonish
don't know.
as well. So
I'm
I mean,
guessing.
if it goes down the Witcher, if the Witcher series is anything to go by,
Yeah,
this should
Yeah.
be pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm there for it.
definitely.
There for it. Another little bit of film/TV news is we got our first look at Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
We did.
Let me just pull that up.
We got a couple pictures, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Oh God. Just the amount of rubbish on Google is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let me see where I can find it. There you go, that'll do it. Yeah. What do you think?
Fine by me.
Yeah.
I haven't really
feel-
got too much to say about it. I
No.
mean, I like Tom Holland. I think he's a good actor.
Yep.
I like Uncharted. I think it's a good game, and I think the two could go well together.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm a bit on the fence about, though, is Mark Wahlberg being in it.
Yeah, that's been a thing. There's a lot of people that are a little bit confused and not as happy about that.
Yeah, like I like Mark Wahlberg. There's a lot of films that he's done that I've really enjoyed,
hmm,
but I just didn't see him
as Sully.
as Sully. It's just
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. A lot of people have said that. I like the way they're going with Nathan Drake though. How it's
Yeah.
going to be like almost like a prequel, I guess.
It is,
what
yeah.
it is. That's cool. I'm there for it.
Looking
Again,
forward to it. I'll watch it. I'll buy it.
It's a bit like the Assassin's Creed film, you know. I'm going to go in to enjoy it, and if I enjoy
Yeah.
it, then that's time well spent in my eyes. I'm not going to go in and go, oh, Nathan Drake. Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah. Nathan Drake has his t-shirt half tucked in all the time. That's not my Nathan Drake. All right, calm down. All right. You know, go in to
Yeah.
enjoy it. That's what I'm going to do. I think it's
Definitely.
cool. He looks cool. I know this was confirmed a little while ago that he was playing Nathan Drake. He doesn't look massively far from Nathan Drake in my eyes. It's cool.
No.
I'm there for it. There for it. And the last one is from our friends at Elgato. So they
We
have-
like Elgato.
We do like Elgato. They're good. So there is a new thing called Epoch Cam. I don't know what that means.
Epicam. I want Epicam.
Epicam. I don't know what it
Rather than
means.
2 words. I've no idea.
I don't know why it's a thing.
It's just a bizarre name, right?
Yeah, but it's a cool feature for sure.
Yeah.
I don't like how
So-
they're releasing everything for App Store and not Android though. It's
Just standard, though, right?
yeah,
But yeah, for anyone watching, the Elgato Epocam is basically an app that gives you the ability to use your phone as your camera, your stream
Webcam.
camera or whatever. Yeah, there's a paid version and a free version. You can see there that the paid version is just way better.
hmm
Even like from the top, if you don't pay, you only get 640 by 480.
Yep.
But if you pay,
which
you get
still
1080p.
still isn't terrible if you don't own a webcam, but you've got a phone.
And but the thing is, 640 by 480 probably doesn't look that bad when you've shrunk it down into a corner of a screen anyway. So
No,
it having a free version is very, very good.
yeah, Pretty cool. You do get a watermark on there, but again, if it's going to be small in the corner and you've got an Elgato watermark, I don't see that being an issue.
No,
I don't think
unless
that's
it just
an
covers
issue.
the whole camera. It's just
Well,
like-
just a massive Elgato in your face.
yeah.
That's cool. I like it. They're talking about being able to do like green screen and stuff with it as well. It'll be able to add like similar to how Zoom do their green screen. You'll be able to add a background into it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. If I had an iPhone, which I don't. If I had an iPhone, I'd be getting it straight away and setting it up as a second camera somewhere to make my stream look better in some way.
It's not a bad show.
And it's like what, £6 or $8?
Yeah,
Something
something
like
like
that,
that,
was it?
wasn't it?
Let me.
You got it on the screen there, haven't you?
Boop. So like that.
Scroll
That's
through
that's
all
pretty
rubbish.
cool. Like the
Yeah.
setup. I think it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Saves having to buy a second camera.
Yeah. And I mean, like, so this is the webcam, and that's the camera.
Yeah. My issue with that is like, what webcam did he use? you know?
Yeah, right, yeah. Let me keep going down. Loads of different connection issues. Oh, connection issues? Connection options.
Options.
You got HDR color, wide angle camera support as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, $7.99. So
Mhm.
£6.50.
It'll be £6, yeah, something like that.
That's cool. I like it. That's
Very
it.
good idea.
That's my final input on the situation. There's loads of stuff about AMD that have come out recently as well with regards to their new processors.
hmm
I'm not that clued up on it. We'd have to
Me
invite
neither.
someone in to talk about that.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so.
But I mean, if you're looking at upgrading, yeah, go look,
Consider it.
go check out someone else.
I guess the one plus side that anyone can understand when a new processor or new graphics card comes out is that the price of all the other ones goes down.
Yeah.
And you can't complain with that.
Yeah, you potentially get a little bargain.
Yes.
Bargain. So yeah.
Yeah, so on a side note, if you haven't seen already, we have merch.
We do.
And there is lots of color options that you can see on the screen there. We've got t-shirts for men and women. We've got hoodies, and there is also some cups in there as well. You've already ordered yours.
I have.
Me and Christina are going to be ordering ours as soon as we finish this podcast, probably.
Yep.
Can't wait to get it.
Yeah.
Links are in the chat, so.
And we
check it
are
out.
also running a giveaway. We are currently on 44 subs. When we hit 50 subs, we are going to be giving away one of our hoodies. All you have to do to be in with a chance is join our Discord, which is in the chat now, or use !Discord. Join the Discord, sub to our channel. As soon as we hit 50, we are going to do a giveaway, and we will send you a hoodie out if you are the lucky winner. Yeah.
So you just have to sub to us on YouTube, be in the Discord, and if you want an extra ticket to the giveaway, just follow us on Twitter.
That's it. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we leave?
I believe not. Hopefully there's going to be enough news within this next week for us to do another podcast next week, but we'll see how it goes. I think it could even end up just being a small PlayStation one, because I'm sure embargoes are going to lift between now and then, so we'll see.
I think I just messed up the whole end screen. So we will see you on the next one. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy gaming.